All right, we are on the map Chupungnyong. We have AzAng on our bottom left, and we have Rainbow on our top right. Now, the thing with this map is that this map has a ton of different paths that can lead into your main base. And I just quickly chatted with some of the commentators in the back. The thing about this is, you can't just click on any of your units and send them off because they can take any of these given paths. I think there's like 4 or 5 different ways to get into your main base. So you really need to be on your game and see exactly where your guys are going.
Looks like, yeah, white people. All right, I'm not alone here. I think we're going to see another proxy here. So I think, once again, another very interesting strategy is about to be executed here. Now, last time I said that first game we saw would be a short game, and it was really supposed to be a short game.
Yeah.
Even the strategies that both players did. I mean, the Terran's response to do the bunker rush to the Nexus was supposed to be kind of a game ender. Now, I'm going to say this again because, generally speaking, these kind of games, when you see the player do something like this, do tend to be short. We'll see, though, if that turns out to be the case. Well, you see Protoss is trying to get in the way of the barracks. He wants to do anything to slow down the starting of this, which is why he's harassing that SCV. Terran's already spotted this, so I don't know, is Terran going to send the SCVs? It may be too late. Now what Terran has to do is hold off this rush. And what he really has to do is micro his SCVs perfectly here. Miner pylon, alright, so this is a really all-in rush. Oh! Double miner pylon!
Whoa.
Oh man, he could even pull off a third, actually. Because he can put up one at the top there. Now, some people think that if they don't trap your worker with the miner pylon, it's not anywhere near as effective. But believe it or not, it's still incredibly strong because the miner pylon forces the workers to go all the way around. And there's the third. Oh my gosh! Wow.
He really wants this.
Well, Terran's in a lot of trouble right now, and I mean a lot of trouble. I'm curious if Protoss has stopped pro production. Now, you see, this is the genius thing about the miner pylon rush is you're able to harass the workers in the back of the mineral patches rather than the front, because the AI tends to move them around to that back side. You can see he's got one zealot in the back just waiting for workers to come around. Meanwhile, the other one is over here. Terran's economy is rapidly getting hurt. Bunker is now being constructed.
Look how the SCVs are just like round and round. They can't go anywhere.
Yeah, and this is a terrific rush by Rainbow. I actually have got to say, I really respect what Rainbow's doing right now. Okay, now he's going to go for that vulnerable depot. Going to draw those units out there. I can't believe what the kind of games we're seeing right off the bat. I mean, this is right after we got done, with Boxers games on Thursday, and now we're seeing a ton of crazy strategies once again. Look at it. Terran hardly has any SCVs. He has to put a bunch in the refinery just so that he can now let those SCVs loop around to the back. The cybernetics core is coming up here. Now, Terran doesn't have a factory up yet, which means the Dragoons are going to be very strong. As long as Protoss is able to keep up with remaking those pylons, he should be in pretty good shape. All right, well,
he hasn't even gotten a factory up yet, has he?
Yeah, I don't think so. No. There might be one in the top of his base that started, but you can see Protoss is being careful. He may make a pylon wall up here pretty soon. And I think well, he's gonna make he might wall off his main just because he doesn't want to. Oh, I think those are the Rainbow fans. Their micro as good as his, able to hide their faces right away. Well, you can see he's gonna rush in here. He's going to try to harass these workers. 2 bunkers are up. Now, the thing about bunkers is that, you know, they can defend a certain region, but the Protoss units have enough shields that they can usually just walk by the bunkers. Well, I predict we're going to see the same pattern with the Reavers and the Dragoon usage. There's the factory, and he's not going to get a Vulture, actually. He's going to go ahead and get a tank. That could prove to be pretty helpful when holding off that Reaver. A lot of times, you know, when you're proxy rushing, you really want that Terran to be intimidated by that those Zealots and try to get that Vulture out, because it's the tanks that really help to hold off the Reaver, not the Marines, not the Vultures. Well, you know, I think Rainbow might have made a mistake. I think his Zealots are basically stuck inside of this main. And I highly doubt that a Reaver will get in there in time to save those Zealots, which means this could be a serious blunder to our Protoss player, Rainbow. You can tell that the Terran kind of knows that he's suddenly back into a good position. Now, what the Terran does not know is exactly what the Protoss has in store next. Some players, okay, well, we're gonna see these Zealots get cleaned up here right now. This is gonna be it for the Zealots. That'll, the only benefit the Protoss will have from this is he won't have to make an additional pylon, so he can keep attacking aggressively during this rush. He did just free up, I believe, 8 food, so that's 1 pylon in of itself. Tasteless teaches math. Now we're gonna see a Reaver here in just a little bit. Alright, Terran now taking out this gateway. Now this is, of course, the most appropriate thing for the Terran to do is to respond with aggression. Now, one other thing to keep in mind, though, is the Terran didn't know if his opponent's Reaver dropping or DT rush. So planting mines out here, if he's, no, he doesn't have the upgrade yet, but planting mines outside his opponent's base is going to be worse than planting mines along the edges of his mineral patches. Because mines can really screw up everything, especially if you can predict, okay, now that's very good. He's going to put the mines in the right location. He's predicting that because he saw the way that Rainbow played previously, he might as well guess the Reavers are on the way. Not to mention, you know, Rainbow's known for Reavers. I mean, he's the Reaver guy. In case you're curious why he's picking off these bunkers, first of all, he doesn't need them, but second of all, they're going to get in the way of his units. The bunker at the refinery blocking his SCVs a little bit, getting in the way. See, he puts the turret there. That actually helps him mine straighter, but the bunker just takes up too much space. And of course, the bunker at the front of his base, you know, when he starts to get a lot of units pumping out of there, that might slow him down. All right, well, we're going to see the SCV transfer. Now, you can see that the Terran really hurting on the worker count here. I mean, really hurting. Now, we didn't really get to get a good glimpse of what the Protoss was doing, but I assume the Protoss was keeping up with pro production. I doubt he was stacking probes. Oh, this is what I'm talking about. Okay, never mind. No, it is. No, never mind. There it is. Oh, okay. No, not there either. Okay. Ow! Great Reaver shot there. Now he drops the 2 Zealots to distract the other units. Bam! Peace out, Marines. Now he moves the Reaver over here. The SCV's trying to escape. Boom! Another great shot over here. Now let's just hope that Rainbow can maintain this advantage, because last time he definitely did not. Reaver speed, shuttle speed, excuse me, really helps out here. Great control here. Oh my god. Unbelievable. Rainbow cannot be stopped. I think Rainbow's going to take a lot of SCVs. Now the shuttle speed here is really what's helping out, because he can just chase these SCVs around. Normally the shuttle's a little bit sluggish. Now you can see there's a pause. Rainbow has to go back to his base and macro just a little bit. Okay, he's back in this now. He's moving it around. I think Terran is just in shock. Terran's making a whole bunch of blunders here. You can see the shuttle speed really what's helping this Reaver kick so much ass. There's no simpler way to put it. he can just put it right outside of the tank, which is not in siege mode. He can put it right outside of its range. The Reaver outranges the tank by about 1 hex. So it's really easy to position it like that. And now he's going to tech to carriers, or either that or arbiters, but I would presume carriers. Nope, it might be arbiters because we see the Citadel. And which means we could see a Templar Archives, just judging from the fact that he just made the Star Gate. Carriers wouldn't hurt either. And he's going to go for this turret over here. He wants to free up... well, he wants to just get more air dominance here. All right. I think, I don't know what AzAng could really do. I've been kind of sitting here thinking to myself what he should be doing, but you can see he has, like, what, 2 factories now? Protoss should be teching the arbiters. Yeah, it is going to be arbiters, I believe, unless we see a fleet beacon here. I think arbiters is a good choice on this map. There's a lot of different counter-attacking opportunities, and that's really what arbiters are for. I mean, there's a lot. I mean, if Terran, does a hard push, a soft push, you can just swing around the back.
Okay, here is our unit counting station. Yeah, Rainbow definitely seeming to be ahead.
This is the part where AzAng gets to go around the map and see how badly he's losing with this SCV. He might end up crossing paths with the Arbiter Tribunal. I don't know if it's really going to matter if he sees the Arbiter Tribunal. You know, the real counter to Arbiters... Oh, you can see Rainbow's just not even going to let that happen. Rainbow really got it together.
Rainbow's mad that he lost that last game, I'm sure. This is his revenge here.
Seriously, Rainbow's Reavers have rabies. I mean, they're just crazy. He killed so many units in these past 2 games with just a handful of Reavers. Well, we're going to get a little bit of breathing room here for a second. Both these players really just going to sit back and start massing up. Well-positioned Reavers are going to be there to stop any units from scouting in that direction. Well, if everything keeps going for Rainbow, we're going to be tied at 1-1.
Then we can see the 3rd map.
Yeah. I'm really curious if the 3rd game will be as crazy as these last 2.
I'm just wondering if the rest of the night can hold up to the beginning here.
I don't know. I wonder if my voice can hold up. I've been screaming so much these last 2 games due to the crazy events we've been seeing.
Man, look at Rainbow Supply versus AzAng's.
Yeah, and I mean that's
double.
That's double, basically.
Oh God.
He is just so ahead. And you know, Rainbow knows he's ahead. He doesn't need to keep harassing. He just has to control his opponent's scouting patterns and make a bunch of units. And when AzAng pushes out, he'll just walk over him. You know, Rainbow's so ahead. We may see what's generally pretty unusual in this game, but we may see the Protoss literally just walk into the Terran's main and start killing him. Terran really focusing on tanks. That indicates definitely had a lot of gas stored up from that rush. Well, I think, Protoss expanding again here on the map. That Dragoon could be in for a surprise. Protoss is basically just sitting here waiting. I mean, Rainbow is very comfortable right now. Rainbow is in the zone right now. He's sitting here just waiting for the Terran to leave, and I think that moment might be now. Nah, he's going to have stasis as well. That's what a lot of good Protoss players do. If they get really, really ahead, they don't need recall because all they have to do is stasis, a chunk of your tanks when you push out, and then you might have half of your tank count. Nice save there by Rainbow. Dealing a little bit of extra damage. You can see AzAng's very cautious right now. He's leapfrogging. Now, I don't even think Rainbow's going to bother to counterattack. He might just go run his opponent over.
He needs to lure him out just a little bit first.
Rainbow is literally about a minute away from being maxed, maybe a minute and a half. Okay, here comes the attack. All right, this is just going to be steamrolling. After Protoss runs this over, yeah, there it is. Good game.
GG.
Wow. Whoa, that was a cool game as well. Not quite as crazy as our second game, but certainly
our first game.
Yeah, excuse me, our first game, yeah. Rainbow, you can see has a look of relief on his face.
He already knows that he's got one more game to play if he wants to continue his win streak. No, I guess not a win streak, but continue to be in an individual league.
If you continue to be a pro gamer.
I know. All right, so now it's probably AzAng's time to go over his replays and see what he did wrong.
Well, I think for AzAng, he was just mis-microing back there. I think that was the real difference. And I think Rainbow's rush was pretty good. You know, when you do that many mana pylons to your opponent, you're really all-inning it in a way. You know, if he hadn't taken out so many SCVs, that rush would have failed miserably. So, you know, Rainbow, even when he's really behind, he's down one game, he'll take a major risk to bounce back. I mean, both games, very technical rushes. We could see yet another one on this next map. This next map is a one-on-one map.
Yep. Oh, is it? Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It just says right there. The next map is Destination, and I think they are ready to go.
Yeah, they've confirmed that they're ready, so I don't think we're going to take a break here.
No.
Sometimes the pro gamers request bathroom breaks, which is really nice for the commentators, and then sometimes
they just want to keep going.
They just want to get it out of the way.
So here we
go. Let's get ready.